fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Ready? 10, come on. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Yeah, Jay. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's game with Henry. Serious right here, so we got to step it up. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Jackson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Check.
Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
I got help. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches. They didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. 2-6.
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Showing it. Alert 3. 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. And Jackson throwing once more. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, D. Share. 61. Match box.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 58's the moment. 58.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Jackson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Barkley. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Saquon Barkley running right. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a carry for Lindsey. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets it down to the 32. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 7. Jackson, and an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now
Barkley stripped of the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2-for-1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for him. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I got you. I got you. And 58 is a mic. Go 58. Go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go to Barkley again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
47.
First down, Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. run on first down. Barkley, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Watch the edge. Alert flare.
They're going with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jackson. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got? 58, boys. 58.
Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, Dorsett. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. there.
Hey, 47. I got him. 26.
Prescott on first down. The middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to Sanders on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Off. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 58, boy, 58.
Throwing now is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point. The game. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Switch ball. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. I got one. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
Play action. It's Jackson going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that could finish things off for them.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll go again with Lindsey. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This is Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Rams.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss drops them back to 4.